Hi everybody, turn 35. I think it's 35. Yeah, 35. Um, so let's go down the list again. Magic sites. We did find some magic sites with these searches. Battlefield, this cave, which triggers an event. Sunridge makes some fire income, and Enchanted Pyre is more fire income. So good pickups there. Some AI battles. Oh yeah, so Campbell's for free got himself killed, so that was a mistake. So yeah, he goes and he kicks some horses. He has berserked, so his protection's up to 20 and he's regenerating. He's got that invulnerability. But the barbarians of this province just happen to be too much for him. And he's got Sun Awe, but it's just not negating enough attacks. So that was mistake number one. Mistake number two, well, as you can see here, I tried to send in a thug versus these Asphodel dudes, and I got a decent amount of mileage out of them, but just ultimately, in the end, they were able to swarm her down. So she's ethereal, which helps versus the bite. It doesn't do anything versus sleep vines. Her magic resistance is 19, which is not great. Maybe I should have put magic resistance gear instead of this ring of ensnaring flames. What I really need, I think, is a way to get fire shield. I think that would make a big difference. Because then I could just let these guys burn themselves up on my fire shield with my thugs. So there we go. You saw her just take 12 points of damage from one hit. Let's see if we can find that quickly. Yeah. Just got clawed with a crit. And her fatigue has soared up to 148 just because of cumulative mannequin vines. And she can't actually get out of there, so eventually she's just gonna get killed. And she's sleeping through the whole thing, because once you fall asleep versus Asphodel, you don't wake up again. Since these guys can continue to hit her in her undefended state and continue to keep her sleeping. It's actually the fatigue from extra sleep that's keeping her from, well, like, it's the fatigue that's killing her is what I'm trying to say. Alright, that's enough of that. Artery attacking Ruger Joe over here. So now that's happening. We already saw that. This forest horde continues to march through my land. I'm continuing to just build up here in Durland to prep for that. Have some dudes set to call God just to get Campbell's for free back. He's a useful super combatant, particularly when I gear him up a little better. And then predictably, Asphodel stormed the fort, and they don't actually have that many guys. We don't have that many guys left. And unfortunately, we make contact. Okay, so we make contact about at the gate, which is perfect, because the idea is to bombard them with archery and smite spells. So we've got 2 communion slaves and Yeah, we're just smiting them. Unfortunately, it's just a penetration roll of 11, so these guys are not going to actually hit that often. I don't even know where that overgrown statue came from. I guess that's also just a... did this Etten actually hit any of them? It hit one Mandragora, and then other than that, there were foul spawns in the way. Yep, and there's also these guys here. What have you been doing? Oh, they're just making zombies one at a time. Which means that rather than smiting, my Viceroy is banishing, which is also not good. So, lost the fortress. Killed 40 of the undead, which is better than 0. But we've still got a situation to deal with there. On the Shambhala front, things are looking better. March through this province and march through this one with our only losses being Foulspawn and Kitties. Events, Dead, Fertility Cult here in Flower Meadow Forest. So let's go ahead and preach that back up just so I don't have to deal with the rebellion there. There's this cave thing. Unexpected influence of a creature of mystical origin. This guy. So, I'm not quite sure exactly what will happen there, but that's cool. Cymbeline, wolves, and air gems. Wolves were too much for me, so that's just another random province lost, which is what it is. I'm still not fighting any actual players, and I'm recruiting plenty of Reavers here. Once I've got a critical mass, then these guys are tougher than all of these Asphodel troops. And I'll have some of these thugs better geared out for this journey. I'm looking here to see if I have some boots I can give this guy to escape, but alas, I do not. Let's go ahead and make some then. These rangers are... yeah, birch boots, I think is what I want. It's probably not going to help because Asphodel's probably just going to keep marching into this territory, but they might do something different. And if they do, I want to have that option open. Alright, lack of supplies in Durland because all of my foul spawns are eating everything. So I'm sending a bunch of these guys out. So, except I sent the wrong guys out. You're supposed to go out. And I guess rather than have these Reavers go out, I could just send more foul spawn out. So... yeah, that'll work. Just again trying to get the territorial balance back in order and get a critical mass of the good crossbreeds like these grotesques and these with like 5 attacks and stuff. Do have a bag of wine, so I might as well bring that. And I'm summoning Malik, so I'll have this Malik and the new one both have lifelong protections, and that should also be a good force multiplier. Let's see. These guys have leadership of 0, so that's not very helpful for he's just summoning air spirits, which is fine. This turn I'll get Thaumaturgy 4, so I can start doing some of whatever that air discovery spell is. Auspex, I think. Those guys are preaching out the fold. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move here to Altgold, whatever it's called, and storm that, and then head back east towards Shambhala. This guy is gonna head that direction, and we'll just keep summoning kitties. And we'll summon kitty summoners, because I like kitties. Alright, I think that covers it for turn 35, so I'll see you on turn 36.